We'll see how those turn out. Let's head to our caster duo. That's going to bring underway our first match here of the Quake Invitational. It's 40 Lions and Shahar.
Thank you very much there, Jason, and I agree. We came here to be surprised. This new patch has a lot of new things here, so 40 Lions, good morning.
Morning.
We're both awake. I hope these guys are as well.
Oh yeah, definitely awake, definitely ready. I feel like the boys from down under aren't getting the respect that they want, and maybe
especially
they're gonna...
Dirtbox, like they mentioned, all like every Australian here except for Dirtbox. Of course, he's going to be showing up, could be playing a little bit with Zanaku as well. But we've got 2 Australian teams. That's fantastic stuff. Of course, they've had such a long way to travel to get here. So for any LAN environment, first match of the morning. It's going to be rough going, so best of luck to them. On the other side of things, I mean, Avic and Cypher, like, they are barely allowed to travel at all.
Yeah, I'm still upset. All right, I'm still upset about the disrespect for the boys down under, and that's
they don't
why
look
they're
too bothered,
underdogs.
really. They look fine.
They're going to use that. They're going to use
honestly,
that.
Avic's looking a little tense there. I can never get a read on Claus.
I need a code on that.
Cypher.
That looks
Sorry.
phenomenal.
Wrong Belarusian. But we're going to be getting into it very shortly. First map is going to be Awoken, of course. Map 2 is going to be Corrupted Keep. 2 very small, dense maps for 2 very small, dense teams.
Yeah, 2 of my favorite maps. I'm looking really forward to it.
Okay.
Awoken to kick it off is what better way to stay woke. Really looking forward to the champ picks and how this is going to roll out. But, you know, I think Eisen is probably a lock on either side.
I think he's got to be, especially in TDM. You can see Avic kind of considering it there, like who's going to have to take the Eisen bullet or rather give a few of them away. Going into Awoken, this is kind of giving me flashbacks of PGL already, where that was a failed fist bump, but where we saw Awoken as the first map every single time, and it is, again, a small map. You've got like crazy A side versus B side, crazy control of the railgun, of the LG, and of course the quad.
Yep, if you can control that heavy and that power up, you're pretty good to go. And look at that, going for the water, staying hydrated. I like that. That's important. That's going to be huge going into this first one.
King, always a real role model.
Yeah, I love it.
If King
stay hydrated,
does something,
kids.
You should do it, kids.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
All right, but as we load in here, everybody's going to be popping their knuckles. Here we go on Awoken. Corvidae versus Nemiga coming up here in just a moment. 2v2. Honestly, one of my favorite modes of Quake Champions. Some of my favorite Quake team deathmatch ever. And we're going to kick it off here.
And it looks like, yep, there's the Eisens on both sides. We got a little bit of Galena and Visor on the other end. Looking forward to getting into this one. Let's do it, Jahar.
Yeah, we only have the one Galena, but she is absolutely, I believe, just essential on Awoken. But we're going to be starting off here on Avic, getting, or at least looking for some of the rails here on the LG, getting one pop-off on King. There's a little bit of defense on the Mega at the moment, but Avic's going to have that heavy, have the rail, and keeping his back to this side of the map, trying to do damage from afar while keeping control. But he's pushing in here to top T. He wants to get some damage done, but there's the turret from Eisen, getting a little bit of damage in and allowing a bit of a rotation. Ooh,
good rockets there
good
on that trade as Steege takes on Avic. Avic trades out with King. Holding that T-Con control, gets a nice little machine gun and has the LG in positioning for this Mega. A little bit of a shaft battle there as King tries to back away. Not today. No frag yet, but the Mega is right there for Avic, looking pretty strong.
I do appreciate the quick return there from Avic. Again, getting back right where he needed to. He's going to be a little bit later on this armor, of course, but he's back in charge of a railgun. A great rocket from below, down to 5 HP, and the totem through the teleporter is going to take him down. Yeah, just brush your hair back, no big deal.
Yeah, the power of price compelled him there as the shotgun from Cypher and Steege. They're doing a good job of trading these out, 4 to 5 now, keeping it close. A little bit of shaft from Steege here as he tries to rain down the rocket. And there's Avic again with the frag on Steege. Power up soon. Again, power up spawns a 130 now, and every 2 minutes after that, so a little bit of a change in the meta here as they're fighting over for positioning. Avic with a great job taking down King.
That's a big change.
Dominance.
Yeah, because usually by about 4, cycles of the heavy and the Mega, somebody's going to be in control of something by that point, but by 3, it's still a little bit of a gamble. And there we have it, King holding on to the quad, going to be getting that grab here and going on a bit of a rampage. He's fairly well stacked up. Here comes a little bit of Trespasser action. Everybody's going to be spawning right below him. We got 2 frags for the price of none, tying it back up 8-8.
Yeah, trying to find some more frags here as he's pushing in with that shotgun. Has the rail out, barely misses his opportunity there. He's going to grab some more LG, and this could be a huge frag. There's 1. Can he make it 2? Are the comms coming out? He looks for a little bit of a drive-by rail, but nothing to doing. He will grab that sticky armor down by the drive-through window and takes out that turret relatively easy, so not a terrible quad run.
Yeah, I mean, it was, allowing them to bring things back up to 1 frag, and you could see everybody on Nemiga trying to be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more defensive. I mean, is there anything more embarrassing than getting killed by a quad turret? Anything?
Maybe missing the jump on Veil as Doom guy, but
Yeah, that would be pretty bad too.
Dandy King doing a great job here.
Thank goodness nobody would ever do that.
Yeah, never, ever. As Dandy King trying to establish dominance with his teammate here. Ooh, but the rockets from Cypher will say no.
Really good corner play there. I mean, when you're in that position, you're going to be dying at some point, but really good damage dealt out by Cypher. That's going to give them, well, at least the ability to put some damage on the heavy. Really good damage coming out of Avic here. He doesn't have a railgun just yet, so he can't really punish from below here, but he's switching out to the Tri-Bolt and getting nearly 2 frags there.
Yeah, perfect range for that. Great peppering with the Tri-Bolt. A little bit of absorbing up hors d'oeuvres here. 37 HP as he backs away. Needs to be very careful here as they're stuck over by the LG.
His kingdom for a railgun, but Avic's going to be looking to restack here. It's going to be a fight over the Mega. Dandy King's going to be winning out on that one, just barely eating a lot of damage, but still we're within 1 frag in. 3 minutes in.
He got a railgun just the wrong way he wanted it. As the turret goes down, a little bit of LG damage, and he'll back away. That turret doing some work, giving him the information. Cypher goes up the jump pad a little bit ill-advised here as he eats a lot of shaft, but that turret doing so much damage to distract, and Avic's there at T-Con to take him down.
Yeah, there were a lot of times where he was just kind of showing up to Mega, expecting to get it, but he's going to be going down at an awkward point as Cypher's going to be on this protection, giving it up for just the moment. A good corner play. Steege coming in with the machine gun, allowing Dandy King to get on the protection.
Yeah, fantastic work to get the power up again for Corvidae here. It's a great rail. Needs to be careful not to take a lot of damage, 78 HP, but the heavies are right there for him. Got fat stacks like a rapper, but can he find the frags? Look at that. Mega. Here he needs to hunt as one rocket. The missed rail might cost him again. Trying to go for another one. Gets the one on Cypher, but still Nemiga doing a good job of kind of staying alive and staying away here. As the chase comes out, Dandy King trying to find frags. Anything he can find here. Gets caught out.
Walking into a whole hot mess. You can see that he really wanted to get away with that last frag he made, because right now with the scores being this close, yeah, you're going to get into 1v2s a lot. You're going to be trading frags, but you really are looking for those 1 or 2 frags that you get away with for free. You don't take any damage. But even then, denying some of these items like the Mega, that could be worth its weight in gold. But as it stands, 2 frags in the lead for Corvidae.
Yeah, looking really strong. I think they're doing a great job. Avic trying to pepper with machine gun, and wow, he gets the frag on that. Dandy King can't get the frag with the shaft.
I appreciate Avic being here for the armor. He's not going to have a railgun, so he's going to have to just defend at LG range. He's able to take down Dandy King, but he's at 8 HP. Not sure how far he's going to be able to go with this with the heavy. He's going to be looking for a little bit more LG ammo. Doesn't really have anything to bring to this next fight.
Yeah, stack is just not looking good. No 25s yet. There's 1, might be the 2 in the banana as well. As the power up 30 seconds away, can Corvidae get 3 in a row? Again, you can't really tell by the scoreline that they've been getting all these power ups, but you know, if one goes to Nemiga, it might be a huge turn in tide, because if they're getting the power ups and it's still tied, I mean, that's the thing keeping them alive barely here.
At the same time, Corvidae's, you know, kind of, oh my God, we got a lot of damage coming out of that turret. And we've got Corvidae now back 1 frag in the lead. Nobody's really commanding the power-up location at the moment, but 3 seconds, here comes the quad. And it could be Nemiga back on. It's going to be Siege actually picking it up, waiting for the quad to come back up. Everybody flying into his lap as he shuts him down.
Yeah, fantastic work. He has a totem there to heal back up. Mega's going to be up in 8 seconds. I don't know if he's going to want to hang around that long. They're trying to hunt here, working together. Avic's going to get tickled by that quad LG, and it's not going to feel good. There's another one as Cypher turns his back to him. Mega up Prestige. He's looking good with this stack now. Trying to get that shaft through the drive-through window. Can't quite find it. But again, looking strong, and now it's a 5 frag advantage.
And right now, 5 frags is a massive lead for them to be holding on to. This is going to be some free damage for Prestige. Great rails coming out of him, as we've got a little bit of aggression on the Mega. Still 10 seconds away, so this is a really early time to be setting up. He doesn't want to get caught in top T, though. And holding on to, again, just the smallest lead would be everything for them right now.
Yeah, I really like those rocket dodges, just kind of moving around like a Neo, not taking the damage. Looking really strong right now.
Appreciating that Tri-Bolt up the top T as they're going to be taking over the railgun position. It's going to be both of them up the jump pad at the same time. That's very dangerous. It's going to be eating a lot of rocket damage as Steve is looking for the drop down with the rail. He misses it. Cypher making that trade happen. But again, it's going to be tit for tat as he's going to be so very, very weak. Oh, great rails coming out of Dandy King. It really is amazing, you know, watching Australian players get to play at a low ping.
Yeah, it's such a treat. The rockets, fantastic from Dandy King, but the machine gun, too strong from Avic, taking him down here. Again, getting closer and closer to this power-up. Avic trying to stay alive. Fantastic rocket. The follow-up rail's not good, but the second one is good as Dandy King tries to finish him off with the machine gun.
And begging for frags like that would be a little bit dangerous for Corvidae right now. You can see that great switch from Havoc, but DandaKing just barely putting it together with Machine Gun. We do have protection coming up in 15 seconds. We got Mega coming up just about now, but DandaKing's going to be giving it up for the moment, going, all right, you're going to be able to get the stack, but if you show up early, it's going to be trouble. But trouble's exactly what DandaKing finds. Steed is going to go down as well.
Yeah, the drop it down to that shaft, never a good idea. A little bit too early on the power-up, and that's going to go over to Nemiga.
Yeah, this is a huge opportunity for Cypher and Havoc as they're now just the one frag below. And as you can see, we've got a frag limit of 50 here. So Cypher's looking to not only take the lead, but really start smashing these Gibbs in.
Yeah, fantastic rocket all up in his face now, just trying to chase, get more frags, and really get his money's worth here.
Yeah, this was a great recovery. I mean, it's difficult to force the fights on most maps with the protection, but here on Awoken, you can kind of show up to LG room and say, hey, what's up? Come at me. But that's going to allow them to move one frag in the lead. We've seen how tenuous that is, you know, over the course of this matchup. Cypher's going to be looking for a little bit more health, looking for some exits from the teleporter, getting the info, but it's not helping him out a whole lot at the moment.
5 seconds until the Megas. DandaKing and Cypher battling it out over by that power up here. DandaKing trying to get the best of him, and Will with the shaft. Well done. Havoc trying to avenge his buddy, and Will with the shaft as well. A lot of great LG work coming out. I wish I could hit that much LG.
You and me both. You and me both. But that's why I like to watch, you know. Watch the guys with the real shaft. But we got Havoc here taking a lot of damage out of the teleporter. Great read there from Steege. Maintaining a tie game here. 36-36. This thing has been neck and neck. We've never seen more than a 4 or 5 frag lead. And even then, it doesn't last very long. Steege is going to have to back off here, throwing down some defensive damage with the Tri-Bolt, but it's going to be giving up the Mega in favor of not a whole lot right now. He's railable, he's weak. We got 5 seconds to the heavy armor, but he's going to have a hell of a job to defend that. He's going to try to give it up, but cannot get away alive.
Yeah, those rockets absolutely honing in on him. The Cypher does a great job. We'll miss that rail, unfortunately. Could get caught out here by the heavy. Eats one big rocket, 11 HP, and DandaKing finishes him off as he tries to use the trampoline to get away. And 10 seconds until the quad. Yeah, so it's such a close game.
And Havoc actually goes down there to the totem, so there goes that heavy armor. There won't be a whole lot of health on the map at the moment. We got the Mega up, but everybody's got their focus on the quad, and a great rocket out of DandaKing. Steege back on the quad, and he's looking to explode back out towards LG, hopefully not getting trapped.
And this is absolutely insane. 40-39 here as we get closer and closer to the end of this, and it's been neck to neck, as you said. Steege trying to look for these frags, and at the very least, what they should do is just establish control and keep it as we get closer to the end of this.
Well, he's able to take down the turret, but turrets aren't frags at the moment. He's looking for that rail, doesn't quite get it, really trying to chase it down because right now they've got the 40 Fryans with the LG, turning that into 41.
Ooh. Oh, it's Cypher, just gets power of
That is
Christ.
one stack teleporter. All right, but 8 frags to go. Steege and DandaKing might be able to pull off Awoken. Steege is going to be so low.
Wow.
2 health with that rail, a little bit of overkill, but Havoc's going to take everything he can get. We've got potentially one more power-up coming in here because I think these last few frags might go quickly.
Yeah, Havoc needs to be careful here. You can't really give up frags here. 42-40. This is absolutely insane how close this first one is. And again, my boys from Down Under didn't get the respect. This is what happens.
Well, we might see them come out on top here pretty soon. Havoc's gonna be looking for these rails, but not really getting too stuck in the fight over the heavy armor. Knows that Mega's back up, knows that there's just a better angle to play up, but he's getting nailed up against the wall, having to deal with damage from all sides. DandaKing taking him on down here with 7 HP, still trying to go around the corner with that rocket launcher. Doesn't quite get it, but Steve is still here. He's got a little bit of stack. Down goes Cypher, 45-41.
What a rail.
Yeah. Right
and the
through the pickup window, right?
Yeah, right through the drive-through window, serving up fries hot and fresh daily. 4 frags away as Corvidae looking to upset everybody over here. The entire desk is going to be wrong, and I can't wait.
You know what, for Woken, I mean, this has not been easy. It's been incredibly close, but here's the class right now. Havoc goes down, just absolutely raided. And they're looking for these next few spawns, and we've got the pushback over towards the protection. Havoc pushed out of the map. And that's going to be it. Corvidae taking map 1.
Yeah, that was a very close game, but they edged it out. They had those early power-ups that kept them neck to neck, and then they just slowly started breaking away.
And look how calm and collected they are. That was nice. That was all right.
You know what he's saying right now? He's like, you know what we did? We drank the water.
Yeah.
You know, you stay hydrated, you stay limber, you stay mentally in the game, and that's what happens. And I don't really know what they're saying. They're like, wow, that happened, huh?
They were speaking with their hands. It was actually like a very coded language.
Yeah, they're like, let's not have that happen again.
They learned it from Sync Error.
Yeah, that was a really, really close game. A lot of great action there. Look at this quad. Quad shotgun, can you really beat that? Is that a thing?
What was amazing to me was the fact that so many of these quad runs really just put one team over the edge by just like 3 or 4 frags, and then it would slowly get ground back out by the time you had the next protection come up. So it's really nasty stuff all around.
Yeah, near the end there, Corvidae did a great job of doing the 2v1s. They know that okay, we have 3 frags and we're really close to the limit. Let's just trade these out. So if I play 2v1, can't really do anything, and then Nemiga just got caught out and it kind of slipped by him.
There are games, even in pub TDM, where, you know, it's 2v1, one guy dies, next guy cycles in, it's another 2v1, maybe on the other side. And so you are literally trading frags back and forth the whole time. And you can kind of expect that to be the general pace of most TDM matches, especially at this level. What you're really looking for are those moments to kind of guard, you know, a mega, guard a quad, get those 3 or 4 frags in the lead, maintain that. On Awoken, as we've seen, not easy to do that. It is such a small map. Anytime you go back to LG, you're asking to get trapped, you know, from both sides.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a painful room. Okay, as you said, Sinker, a bit of a troll with his map layout.
A little bit.
Big shouts to him. We love him.
Go to this room. It's safe. It's where all the recovery items are.
Yes.
Not
good. Yeah. Excellent.
Right where I want them.
Yeah.
But next up is going to be Corrupted Keep.
Another small one. One of my favorites.
No rail, all LG all the time. It's going to be a lot of tri-bolt, a lot of machine gun action. The quad or the protection is actually down in the pit in the middle of the map, so it's less about guarding it as a position and more about just getting into the mosh pit.
Yep, exactly. And jump into the fray, maybe have your teammate rain down rockets from above, maybe a little bit of tri-bolt
That's exactly
action.
what Danda King is saying right now. We're going to rocket them, and
we're going to do the damage. We're not going to take any damage, and that's how this is going to go.
He said, here's the one thing you need to remember, rockets.
Yeah.
It was going to be a longer list, but it turns out everything else is superfluous.
Yeah, and Avic and Cypher just communicating silently, just thinking we just have to play better. Just skate better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they already made a statement with that first win, right?
Avic going, man, I wish I had his hair, and Cypher going, man, I wish I had his visa.
Yes, don't we all, as we're going to get into this shortly, but I'm still very proud. Very proud of the boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think they could actually take
Spud Hunter's probably already blacked out because he's so happy. But again,
the one map is all it took, huh?
Yeah, exactly. They have to win both. So Nemiga trying to force a third map, which will be Ruins. We'll see if they could do it. They didn't play poorly. Again, it came down to maybe a power up or two. So we'll see if they could do better on Corrupted Keep.
Just as small, but a very different map indeed. We're going to see some intense action around, you know, the statue, and with the new LG pushback, it's going to be intense for sure.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this one. Nemiga up against the ropes, need to fight their way out here, as we are going to go live on Corrupted Keep, map number 2. We're going to start off on Stage.
Double Eisen, double Galena, as we've again got Stage here on the first pickup for the rocket launcher, just trying to guard that a little bit here. As we've got the turrets already coming back up, so we've got some defense of the statue at the moment. Siege trying to make it happen with the rockets. From that angle, it's not easy to make the rockets work out. Here, a little bit better, but he certainly wasn't expecting that assault. Everybody moving back through the boneyard to get their own rocket launcher, and how did you not know there's going to be a totem there?
He's like, I just saw it, but maybe if I try it, as he gets exploded by the power of praise. Avic doing a good job of getting back to this heavy now. Mega will be up shortly as well. Spots out Steege as he grabs it, tries to melt it off of him. Steege taking a lot of damage there and will actually go down by Cypher. Nice tribal work.
Yeah, so we're going to be looking for some more trades here as Avic is actually trying to catch somebody spawning a little bit weaker, a little bit more flat-footed, but he's by himself at the moment, which consequently means his 2v2, do the math, his teammate's by himself as well. Avic down at 2 health.
Yeah, so close, and there's the tickle that Steege needed to finish out that frag here as he spawns Boneyard, and again, straight into another shaft. Wow, the machine gun worked fantastic, though.
Yeah, the machine gun at the moment has no spread on the zoom, so at a range, it will absolutely chew you up, and you won't even know you're dead before you're dead.
And again, there's the machine gun work, pushing in with the shotgun. Cypher does a good job taking him out. Avic healing back up, waiting on the next item. Power up in 2 seconds here. Positioning is a little wonky.
Yeah, I can appreciate what Avic's doing here, just trying to get the damage done before diving in and then getting the quad in. You know, sometimes you get the quad on this map and you wonder, how did that even work? Okay, cool, free quad, but now he's going to be taking a lot of damage from the machine gun and potentially even the gauntlet here. 80 HP. He would be railable if it's you know, if it's on the map, but he's going to be looking for some boneyard action, but getting caught by Dandy King around the corner, and there's a quad steal, as with only 43 HP and just a handful of seconds, he's looking for at least one frag off this quad. 4 to 10 at the moment, and there's Cypher walking right into a nasty rocket.
Yeah, still needs to try and grab some health here as they're establishing their positioning on this Mega. Will they get it? There's the dive, and a little bit of damage from Havoc and Cypher both playing together there. Dandy King gets a little bit lucky. So he could catch out Havoc super weak over in this banana area here. But Cypher raining down rockets from behind. Dandy King super weak. Needs to be careful. Is the turret going to do it? Nope.
Yeah, you can already see the effect the turrets are having on 2v2, where there's so many moments where you just have to look away from the main fight and just deal with that pesky little guy. But at the moment, they've got 2 totems set up here on the platform for the statue. And Dandy King just wrapping around, getting great damage off against Havoc. Havoc goes down. Cypher, I believe, just got away with that Mega, but not for long. He's going to be able to take both of those totems on the chin and keep on swinging.
Yeah, that chase not worth it there. Cypher gets the best of them, but gets taken out immediately. And the trades coming out. Wow, Dandy King with that fantastic tri-ball work.
All right, so we got Dandy King, Tribal, LG going for the rocket launcher. We've got both players from Nemiga set up back here at the heavy, which has just been taken. 23 seconds to a protection, and they're setting up here a little bit early, which is a lot like Blood Run, where, yeah, you can set up early, you're probably going to die early, but that means that you can also come back in when they're trying to set up, hopefully after taking a little bit of damage. So you're expecting to lose some frags in that fight, but you're hoping that the spawns allow you to come back in. Oh, geez.
Wow.
Nice mutual.
Yeah, sacrificing for the greater good here is 4 seconds. It looks like the position. Wow, Havoc pushing in, trying to save his teammate Steege with the fantastic rockets. Says, no, this is all for us.
It's exactly what Dandy King needed here. He's going to be feeling pretty good with the Mega as well as the protection, just looking for bodies to hunt down. And as small as this map is, it does allow you a lot more opportunities to set up an ambush like this. I mean, look at all the damage that he's taken. Protection and no protection. This is fantastic work, fantastic trolling from Nemiga. I mean, Dandy King wasn't able to secure a frag there at all.
Yeah, doing a good job of getting away, but Steege finds one. So not the best power-up, not the worst. There's a little bit of a tickle, actually gets it closer. 2 frag lead for Nemiga at the moment.
So Dandy King going to be looking for some poverty items here. We've got Mega taken away. Dandy King's going to be feeling pretty good about moving back in on the defense of the statue. Cypher goes down. We're going to be having Havoc coming in from behind, just going, oh, you shouldn't be paying attention to the turret. I'm the one you need to be worrying about.
Silly rabbit. Yeah. Turrets are for kids.
Nicely done, and you have big trades here. Havoc down to 29 health. We got Mega coming up shortly, and he's just trying to hit with that tri-bolt, but Galena just tiptoeing right over him.
Yeah, fancy footwork there. Might be at the NFL Combine next year. We'll see about that, as Havoc taking a lot of shaft there. Needs to be careful, gets caught out with Steege's rockets.
And again, we're seeing similar situations here as Awoken with a lot of these frag trades. A lot of them revolving around the Mega. Not as much action on the heavy armor, but as we've got the quad coming up here in 30 seconds, it's going to get nasty. Dandy King going to have to look for 50 health in the red room. And then breaking out either towards red or Mega. It's going to be a bit of a tough choice, actually.
Yeah, I like the team cycling the LG dominance there, just throwing down totems, turrets, everything they can to maintain that LG. And wow, Dandy King taking a lot of damage, and Cypher being able to take advantage and takes out both of them as we get closer to this power up. 10 seconds left. Cypher with the LG catches out Dandy King, and the rockets turning around, trying to get Steege.
That was definitely a bit of a power play there by Nemiga, where they had the setup in mid-map, they had full control, but they thought, hey, I mean, they've got like 1 Mega under their belts. They're not going to be that well set off, and that's allowing Cypher to get in on this quad. 11 HP, looking for the boneyard health. He's going to be able to get that and then go on the prowl here for some frags, but he might get trapped himself. Dandy King's turret goes down, and Cypher's trying to get some real bodies on the board.
And that was really unfortunate. Didn't have the timing on the Mega. Kind of gave it up a little bit easy.
Yeah.
But again, maintaining power-up control, not giving it up. That's a good job, and it's a great switch to machine gun there to take that down to King as they're extending their lead by 7 now.
Yeah, in the meantime, Corvidae doesn't really want to push back across the map at the moment. Cypher's looking for them to show up, but it's actually going to be an assault from the rocket launcher. LG from behind, Cypher taking very little damage there. 5 seconds to the Mega. Not sure if he can wait this one out. But he's going to have the totems to work with as well. Wow. But Steege with the tri-bolt is able to defend that, deny the Mega, and start to turn things around here.
Yeah, Havoc with a heavy push through Telly. The rockets take him down. He has a 225s to work with. Still not the healthiest boy as he grabs a 50 shard, makes his way over to the heavy, which is just waiting patiently for him.
Yeah, a clean pickup for Havoc, bursting back into the fight. Oh my god, all this LG though. Havoc is going to be really feeling all that pain. He's trying to back off now, wondering where is Cypher, who's setting up the crossfire, because right now I'm the one getting caught in it.
Yep, stuck in the middle with you here as he throws down that totem. Available for Cypher as well, and it's all about LG control right now. We're 40 seconds away from the power-up, and Nemiga with the 6-frag lead, they're looking great right now.
Yeah, that 40 seconds is going to feel like an eternity for both of them because right now, like, you can see the line drawn in the sand. We got Mega, we got Rockets, you've got, you know, LG and Heavy, somewhere like that. But
like, stay
it's
away
going to
from
be
this
very
line.
difficult to broach that because everything coming back into Mega is going to be a choke point, and nothing's better at choking off those points than a tribal. But fantastic Rockets getting snuck in here by Havoc.
Yeah, so low, but has that totem just in the nick of time. Needs to look for a little bit more, though. So 5 seconds to the Heavy.
Yeah, you can see how weak everybody is on Nemiga here. Dandy King back in mid-map, and nobody's really collapsing on this protection. There it is, Havoc goes down. There's the pickup, a clean power-up for Corvidae finally. This could allow them to pick up these 5 frags.
Yeah, just too weak to contest, and then Avik just drops down, giving up an easy frag. Now he's going to get caught out, and wow, Avik says, I believe you have my property, sir.
This is a big deal for Havoc here. I mean, Steege trying to go in for the totem, not quite going to go his way. And you can see Havoc showboating just a little bit here, even as Cypher's looking for some extra health.
Yeah, showing off those biceps here as he's going to catch out Dandy King over by the LG for a little bit of tickle. Both players stuck back there as Havoc wants to re-up on some rockets. Dandy King with great rockets himself says, hey, I got him too. Wow. A little bit of a totem down there in the boneyard.
Crouching turret, hidden totem. Yeah.
Didn't see it.
I thought, okay, that's some free health from him. Nobody's really going to find him. The totem found him.
Wow.
Great shotgun coming out of Havoc. And you can see that they really want to keep this one closed down, and they thought maybe in the next 2 minutes we'll be able to get to that 40 frag mark. But right now, Corvidae is making that incredibly difficult. A minute to the quad, and this is going to be a major one.
As a Dandy King trying to keep him out of rockets, Cypher will say, hey, I got a tri-bolt that's kind of like rockets. As trying to go on a tear here, misses some rockets, early drop to the Mega. Good shaft work, but Steege has the superior position and shaft takes him out. Pushing a little bit too much, has to double back. Great initial rocket. Cypher will take down King. Steege not looking healthy, needs to use that totem.
You could see the real greed there as Steege is thinking, we're only down to 5 frags, but really, at this point of the game, it's about not giving up, you know, an extra 5 while waiting for the squad to come up, because trying to make that 5 frag gap up just in normal play it's going to be a grind. That's the exact word for it. You might be able to get a good trap on Mega, but it's not going to be easy. That quad is the real opportunity to swing things back around. But at the moment, you see this happening again, where Avik and Cypher are just realizing, hey, they're trying to post up at the LG. Let's not let them do that.
Yeah, oh, there's a power-up coming. As there it is, Steege with the fantastic rockets. That'll net them the power up. Dandy King catches him out in Red Room. Avik goes down. And this is exactly what they need. Mega's not going to be up for 8 seconds. And there's a totem. Watch your step, sir.
And Avik will be taking over that quad, and that is bad news for Corvidae on Corrupted Keep. They were feeling so good about that. You could see that Dan's head was on a swivel, looking for bodies. He didn't check both ways before going through that teleporter, though.
He didn't, and nobody told him the rules here as the trade-out comes out. Needs to be very careful. Steege will get back in on it and try and make up some of these frags. Great shotgun and LG work. Has a totem in his back pocket, 65 HP. He will grab at the heavy as well, and we're down to 4 frags here.
It's gonna feel terrible just getting those last 5 seconds on the quad there from Steege. I mean, we got a nice double here from Dan, and there's Steege clearing everything out. He's also got heavy here, so actually at the tail end of that power up, they're not doing too shabby. We got both players from Nemiga at least poking at the Red Room. Steege is going, hey, come on in. The water's fine.
Yeah, no rockets, unfortunately, but a good LG tickle there as they're maintaining control. Stacks look good. 2 frag deficit here, trying to fight their way back into this and close it out in 2 maps, but can they do it? The machine gun work is going to be fantastic. Just quick chip damage from so far away. And Steege is going to, again, totem the telly, maintain control of this room here as a turret comes out from Cypher and will get immediately melted.
And there's the Mega taken away by Dan there. Steege is going to be a little bit weaker coming up this jump pad, and every frag is going to be critical right now. Cypher's going to be left by himself, but Dandy King didn't really have a great ability to push in the way he wanted. And Dandy King actually goes down a great rocket out of Cypher, and that one could be critical in what could be the final minute.
Oh, this is a bit of a tear coming out from Nemiga here. 5 frag lead. About 15 seconds to the power up. Cypher just needs to try and maintain his stack here. Stay alive and try and get this last power up.
At the same time, Cypher is being aggressive enough here that nobody's going to be able to sniff him down and take him out. But at 3 HP, can he really afford to be here? He was able to take down Steez. That's another freebie, and take away the protection. If he was able to get any kind of health, either through the teleporter or at the Boneyard, this is going to be bad news for Corvidae.
Yeah, 4 frags until the limit. Looking at very strong is Nemiga here, and they could just trade out the kill. Cypher not looking very strong, just holding out that protection. Doesn't want to give it up. 2 25s and a 50 shard to work with. Corvidae getting that frag. Can he catch him out over here in the red room? Cypher with a bit of a rocket jump. The shaft is strong, but is it strong enough? No. Avic around the corner with the tri-bolt will take him out.
And with the last few seconds of this protection, we got some totem health coming back up. 3 frags to go for them. I mean, Corvidae will really need to buckle down, but we've seen how efficiently Cypher and Avic have been able to move back towards the Mega Room, attack from both the top choke point and the bottom choke point at the same time, throwing out the totems, initially getting the damage done, and that's really given them the edge that they needed on Cryptic Team. However, no matter which way this goes, it's been a close one.
Yeah. Dandy King missing the rockets. That's going to be crucial here. Switches to LG, but again, now noticing, he's like, oh no, I missed the re-up.
Yeah. It's Kilson all over again.
Steve's doing a good job of getting that kill. 4 frag deficit, and if they could stay alive, they could actually swing this 44 to 47 now. Power-up is not for quite a while, though, so they're going to have to maintain stacks and just try and play this raw grind-out game here.
But we've seen this setup before where Nemiga is able to set up at the heavy armor and then just tighten the noose around Corvidae. Dandy King trying to break back out here, but with 53 HP, even this jump pad is going to be dangerous. He doesn't have intel. He doesn't really have Steej at his back. Nobody knows where he is either, but Steej goes down. That's 2 frags for Nemiga.
So close, just knocking at the door here. Corvidae can't give up anything. They have to play perfectly, and that's going to prove to be extremely difficult here. The LG Tickle gets caught out, or Avic gets caught out with the Tickle, but returns fire as Cypher jumps into the fray as well. 1 frag away from closing out this map.
Cypher's looking for it. He's got Mega, he's got a little bit of armor. He's looking for some info from the tri-bolt. And are you actually getting stuck here or actually trying to lay this trap? It's going to be tough, but it's going to go to Nemiga, as we've got a tiebreaker coming up here for the very first match here today at Dreamhack Winter 2018.
Yeah, really strong display. They're like, all right, that first map wasn't real. Let's get back to reality here and show everyone what we got.
Well, the second map wasn't real.
It wasn't real, exactly.
Is this the same footage on repeat? Like, I think we've just got canned footage from Dandy King here.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but I said rocket them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't rocket them.
What didn't you get about do more damage?
It was a 1-step plan.
Yeah, I think that was a fantastic game from Nemiga here. Great use of the machine gun, especially on this map, so important. Great shaft work, but mostly the power-ups were fantastic. We saw, I think Cypher was the one that went on a 5-6 frag run with the power-up there. And then once you get to a certain point, when you're like 2-3 frags away from hitting the limit, you could just trade out the kills. You have to play perfectly. You can't give up anything, and it's just too difficult to play. You're going to get caught on a 2v1 on a map like that, and you're going to have to give it up.
It is tough, and with the way that power works there, I mean, we saw it happen time and time again, where you have a setup and you think, all right, I've got it, and then somebody just dives in, and you go, where did they go? Oh, they got the quad now, and we're all dead.
Where did they go?
But then at the same time, you saw so many quads and protections turn around where you can actually hide in the back end of the map. And the way some of those hallways are constructed, you can't really afford to just run in and go, hey, I've got the quad, you're going to die now. Doesn't really work like that. You're going to get trapped, or they're just going to run away from you and be able to make that escape.
Yeah, and you got to check your corners. Totems are everywhere. It's dangerous out there, okay? You gotta be careful. Watch your step is what I'm saying.
If we're listening to comms, like one of the big things, at least American teams, it's what we do, because
danger.
We know, like, all right, the teleporter, is it safe or not?
Yeah.
And sometimes the answer is, I don't know, find out.
Can you hear me now?
No, it was not. But now we're going to be going into Ruins of Sarnath for a tie-breaking map. We got the railgun coming back in. This is going to be the largest map of the series. It's going to allow anything like a team setup at any of these rail angles to kind of shine. And hopefully that's what Dandy King and Steej are internalizing at the moment.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this is going to affect the champ picks. I mean, Eisen's always good everywhere, but is it good enough to take over maybe
I will say I'm a little bit surprised in 2v2 to see Eisen just become like the new Galena. Like, all right, cool. We just need to have a third little teammate on our 2v2.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, do you want a totem? But wouldn't it be cool if it shot at people? Yes, sign me up. I will take that. Thank you.
It's going to be a deadly combo for sure. We'll see if they stick it out here on Ruins of Sarnath. We saw from the analyst desk a little bit of hope to see Slash in Ruins of Sarnath a little bit, and that's where it gets interesting, because we saw 2 games of just, 2v1 turning into an opposite 2v1, you know, flip-flopping back and forth. So many just grindy frags where nobody's really coming out on top. Ruins of Sarnath does allow you to get in, get a frag or two off at the LG room, for instance, and then disappear.
Yep.
And if you can do that with a slash, then all the better.
Yeah, just disappear into the crowd like Hannibal Lecter here. As this is exciting. Tie break for the first series of the day.
I can live with it.
Yeah, I could get behind this. Great Quake games. A lot more on the way. But for now, we're going to get into Ruins of Sarnath, and I do look forward to hopefully seeing a slash. We'll see. I doubt it. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
Visor is going to be a big deal here, of course. You do have the extra room to deal with, so getting that extra intel could certainly help out, especially for some of these power-up runs. But as we get into Ruins of Sarnath, it's going to come down to this upper bracket first game, Corvidae or Nemiga.
Yeah. Any predictions? I don't know if we're allowed to as casters, but
yeah, we're not the experts.
We don't get that.
Yeah. But here we go. Gonna be watching Cypher, and here we have it right back on the slash. So yeah, we've got slash, visor, a bit more of a classic setup, laying down the slime trail immediately, but also taking early rail damage, trying to avoid this very first frag, as DandaKing is gonna be leaving the LG open, as Avik will be actually getting the first frag with the nail gun. Cypher, very weak. He's gonna be an easy target, but fading back over towards the heavy armor.
Yeah, grabbing these 225s that he can. Looks like DandaKing took down Avik to tie it up at 1. Can Cypher stack back up and look a little healthier now? Opting not to go for the rocket launcher right next to him, but a little bit of LG damage on Steege, and he will get the frag before the Mega, and that is unfortunate.
Yeah, Cypher just really training up that LG. Looking for the damage here against both of them, but getting caught in a bad spot. That went from a great situation for Cypher to a terrible one in no time at all.
Yeah, it's like if Night at the Roxbury was a horror movie and involved rocket launchers as he gets caught in the middle of them. Great rail from Avik, though, as DandaKing trying to survive here. He's going to go to the worst place ever, but somehow still survives. Snail Trail comes out, and Cypher will take down DandaKing.
That was amazing how much damage didn't happen in the LG room. Everybody just kind of walked out awkwardly, but Siege getting 2 rails for the price of 1, as he's going to be pretty weak himself, and Cypher actually getting pulled down by some double LG. Is this Clan Arena all of a sudden?
Yeah, that's Steege grabbing the Mega, and they have the positioning now. They just need to hold it. Rail is out. He's going to be able to defend this nail push from Avik. The shaft is fantastic. They need to find out one more as Cypher trying to sneak in through the tri-bolt area here, peppering in the power-up.
And that is going to be the first quad up, as Steege will be just defending top T. Kind of funneling everybody over back towards that quad. Just getting all these rails off, forcing everybody over towards the tri-bolt, and really that needs to be the information. Oh!
That was phenomenal.
Good morning.
And DandaKing actually has the power up, and he's like, where are they? And Steege is like, don't worry about it.
Got him.
Yeah.
They were both at tri-bolt. Yeah.
DandaKing dives at the LG, gets 1 frag with the quad.
I was about to be like, why aren't we watching quad? But then
why would
out. But Steege still alive here, getting lots of good health off at the upper rail. Looking for some of these shots, but apparently he spent all of his hits for the rail for now. Like, that's all he gets. He's hit his quota.
Absolutely worth here. DandaKing with a great rail on Cypher. A little bit of LG tickle on Avik as he falls down into the rail room. Needs to be careful. Wow, Steege missing that shot, and Avik punishing properly.
And Avik just trying to defend down here at the lower railgun. It's not a great place to be. Yeah, you can get some good damage off there, but it's going to be traded. It's going to be an attrition battle. And right now, 12-5. This is one of the biggest gaps between these two guys we've seen in a while.
Yeah, and very early, and that's alarming here as Nemiga needs to stop the bleeding. 13-5. Avik absolutely getting torn apart by those nails and LG. Steve's doing a good job to finish out that frag, but he's extremely weak himself. DandaKing holding that top T, leaving that rail up, saying, hey, let's just keep using rail. It's work. I think it's working. We're hitting them a lot.
It's working! But Steege is going to be a little bit weaker here coming to top T, and not a fight he wants to hold off of with hardly any armor and or health. DandaKing sneaking in from below. He's got heavy armor to come pick up, and he's not really getting collapsed on up. There we go. We've got Cypher and Avik both here to train him on down, but was that really worth it? That was a lot of LG damage he got off in the end.
Yeah, that was a lot of good damage. Avik doing a good job staying alive here. Very, very weak. Cypher as well. And there it is. Steege finds him out. Says, no, 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 not for you. And again,
that's
with
really
machine
been
gun.
The edge for these guys so far. Steege has found so many nasty little angles with both the machine gun and the rail. But he's going to be collapsing back in here towards the LG, coming in for the grab of the heavy. He's going, all right, Dan, just hold him off here for just a little bit. I'm just going to grab everything while I've got this protection.
Yeah, he's like, remember that one time you got the power up? I want the power up.
And now it's my turn not to frag with the power up. So
there's one.
Cypher's going to get pulled on down. We got Avic back over at the tribal. Steve's trying to close the distance through the cake button. Not quite getting the rails he needs, but coming over to top T, this could get really nasty really quick.
Oh, yeah. Trying to get too aggressive at the last minute there. Eats a rocket, luckily survives, and with this huge lead, 17-10, that's I don't know. Nemiga needs to slow it down, and that's a good start. If Steech can just run into them, why not?
It was the first heavy that they've shown up to admittedly for a little while, so Nemiga hasn't been able to take away so many of these items. They've largely been in command of the Mega Room, but it hasn't translated to good power-up runs just yet.
Yeah, it's Nemiga fighting their way back, closing it back to 5, something we're more used to seeing in this series here. Again, map number 3. This is for all the marbles, as Avic will get that data, pop the information for his teammate. He's going to get a great set of rockets here, but almost not enough. Dan King right there. Steech says, I'll take myself out, and then Dan King just rails through his dead body.
How did that all go so poorly? I mean, that was just a nasty, messy fight in the heavy armor room. Steve's even pushing back through the teleporter, not even super aware. It switches over to railgun, close range there, for Dan King to finally get the cleanup crew, but 19-13 is gonna stay close. We got Mega coming back up. Dan King is gonna immediately lose that Mega to the rail.
Wow, what a great return rail, and he says, I know what you did. Takes down Cypher and grabs the heavy, and he's gonna have 225s again to work with as they extend their lead to 7. Power up in 10 seconds. Here for it, who has the ability to grab it.
That was actually an ideal time of great rockets from Dan, but Steech had to die there because now he can respawn and he's going to be looking for some kind of attack here on the quad, but it's too little too late as Steech goes down. We've got Avic on the board with the quad.
And he has the Mega right in front of him, which is huge because he's looking weak. Now with the stack, he can kind of go on the hunt to try and close this gap. Great LG work here, but the damage is a lot from Dan King. That's amazing. Cypher gets the frag, needs to try and find this power up.
Only 2 cells, and yeah, Cypher.
He's like, where?
Going to be holding it off for Avic because, I mean, Avic's still spawning fresh. He's going to have a bit of a better spawn, so this has allowed them to bring it up to close to a tied game here. And again, we're tied maps as well. This is about as close as it gets in 2v2.
Yeah, fantastic first series here. This pops the information. What a world, huh?
What a world.
Where you can see through walls now in video games. As the LG comes out, lots of 6s being thrown around. Siege surviving for a long time, but finally gets taken out. Avic doing a good job of getting down on this heavy, but the turret and the machine gun will take him out. Cypher takes down Dan King to trade it out. And they actually take the lead 24-23.
Trades all day, though, and so Cypher's going to be coming out of this teleporter without a whole lot of cells to work with. He's only going to really have nails and rails to switch back to. Not quite going to get the frag he needs, and even it's going to be traded off frags there. Avic looking to close things off, but now they're going to be 1 frag in the lead, 40 seconds to the protection, as Avic just wants to hold on to top T, hoping that somebody actually comes to him, but he's going to be looking for double frags at the railgun, and those are the moments, those are the fights that you really look for in 2v2.
Yeah, fantastic rockets from Avic, and look at he barely took any damage, if at all, anything, and his stack is going to be nice and fat here as, again, Avic raining down LG and rockets and just getting all these frags. He's going to get Steege through the teleporter as well. And 100 damage, was that 100 damage rocket? He's just getting dunks for days here, doing a great job of extending the lead to 3.
He is getting a ton of directs, but this is really putting them out of control of the power-up room. You can see that they're having to cut back in here from the nail gun. I'm really wondering where Steege is right now. He's able to take down Avic from behind with the rail. So he's going to be here. It's going to be a collapse on it. Whoa, that pickup of the power-up. Cypher's got it, 70 HP. And nobody from Corvidae was able to get that grab. Great tribal, great rail, fantastic shots. It's going to allow Cypher and Avic to move solidly into the lead.
Yeah, serving up combos like a KFC. And can he catch out the team right here? Dan King gets caught out on the trampoline of death. Amazing rockets. The rail will miss as he flies to the heavens, but the rockets eventually taking him down here. And they're just extending this lead. 6 frags for Nemiga here as Corvidae really needs to try and get in on this power-up.
He had the protection, he had time. Cypher going, where did those bullets come from, actually?
It's like, what are these bullets?
All right, but we've got both players in Corvidae moving from the LG. Could be a collision here at the teleporter exit, but we just heard the heavy get picked up. And here's the play up the jump pad. But no, another play through the teleporter as it's going to be just traded frags once again. Dan King getting a great spawn for the rail. This could help him out.
Great little 180 rail there as he goes through the teleporter. Misses the second one, eats one instead as both players miss their final shots. Dan King waiting on this Mega, 2 seconds. He's going to be able to get it. Throws down the turret for a little bit of insurance as the drive-by from Avic ends up with a frag. Tries to get the cheeky rocket, but will instead die to the rail. good heavy pickup here for Dandy King, as now they might get a 2v1 over in the LG room, and Avic goes down again.
Dandy King is really feeling his rails today. He is running around with it just everywhere, just nailing shot after shot. As it stands, there's still 4 frags down. And Dandy King just running into a lot of these totems here as well. We got 5 seconds to the Mega. Dandy King's not going to be on top of this one. Cypher coming back in for his own grab. Steege has one more shot to deny it, but it's not going to go his way.
Yep, gonna have to concede, move away here. They can't really give up frags. They need to be very careful here. This could spiral out of control. 10 seconds until the power up, and Steege eating a totem. That's gonna suck early on. That is not what you want. 36 HP, but he's gonna have to fight for it the way it is. He doesn't want to reset quite yet. Totem on the power up as well. He can't drop.
Oh, and what a great save from Steege. Nobody was really thinking, all right, he's at 30 health. He's not part of this equation anymore, but he's certainly showing that he is. I was expecting a double quad rail there. I would have put myself just a little bit. Didn't quite happen, but Dandy King there to pick up the pieces, get his own rails off. And right now, just 2 frags down. He's got to be thinking, where are the bodies?
Yeah, trying to find these frags so he can also get the rails off and his rocks off here. But as it ticks down, they did close the gap to 2 frags, and we're getting closer and closer to that frag limit and time limit here. As
Steve is going, come on, just frag them in. And Dan's going, I know. Where are they?
I've tried. Stop yelling at me.
Where's those double rails against Steege, huh? Come on.
A little bit of rocket damage there. Dan trying to hold his position for the Mega. And Avic takes down Steege as he was absolutely destroyed. 35 to 38.
Oof. But good rail here. Dan not really taking too much damage, being a little bit more conservative. Steege, though, is finding himself in a lot of really bad fights. He's putting himself in a pretty dangerous position, but Dandy King can't defend up here. He doesn't have a rocket launcher, though. Do you really want to be up here without any rockets whatsoever? Well, Steege's LGs could be enough to make the difference. Dandy King opening himself up to a bit of splash damage.
Oh, eating a lot of damage trying to push through that choke point. And Steege there to bail him out again, gets the frag on Avic. Cypher with 5 HP has to retreat, so that actually works out. 37 to 38. They're clawing their way back into this here, as this is map number 3 again. Winner take all. Cypher trying to find a rail. That initial one's going to be great, but Dandy King is like...
A great time for that save, because you can see Cypher was going, oh, he's stuck back there. Cool. We could just wait this out and get a free frag, but it's going to be Corvidae turning things back around just barely. Oh, but again, no rockets, no LG. Steege is back there with the rail, saving him once again. Dandy King at 5 HP, and yeah, he's just going to suicide out.
That was... Steege is just bailing him out. This is like a buddy cop movie here. The Mega is up. Cypher makes the move for it. He will pick it up, but the power-up will actually go towards Corvidae, and this could be everything here, as Avic will take down Steege, even though he did touch it, so that counts. The power-up is theirs. Heavy gets stolen away, but Dandy King is going to get melted with this nail gun, as Avic can just power through with the protection. 41 to 40, as both teams clawing their way towards victory here. But it is not easy on either one of them. Avic trying to catch him out over in the LG. Dandy King trying to fight them both off here. The shaft will actually prevail from Avic here.
At the moment, yeah, you could tell that they're focus firing him whenever they get the opportunity. They think, oh, he's not that stacked up. Now he's got the Mega. They're going to have that info. Dandy King still able to take down Cypher. And here's the collapse onto the heavy armor. Avic just defending off against everybody. 4 HP left, getting the damage, taking down the turret, and now getting a nice 3 frag lead. He's going to be a little bit weak, but they both come out the jump pad, ready to defend each other.
Bit of nail damage. Steve needs to try and get out of here. Throws down the totem. There's Dandy King to try and back him up with the nails. Wow, Dandy King does. Nails so strong, though. Lots of damage. Cypher, 73 HP. Very railable, but he gets a great shot going up the trampoline here and deletes Dandy King.
I thought that was a strange point for Avic to go all in on that fight. You know, he was looking for the nail gun. He was going to be pretty weak himself. And right now, with the frags this close, is it really worth it? We could see things slow way down here, as we have the potential next power coming up here in just a little bit. But Cypher getting some good damage off. We have to see if he can make good on it.
Yeah, Corvidae trying to wait it out until the power-up. Dandy King with a great defensive rail to take down Avic. Cypher trying to kill him. Wow, 2 great rails. Can he make it 3? Not in time. Dandy King takes him out 44 to 46 with the power-up coming up shortly. Can Corvidae hang on to try and play for this power-up? Nemiga does not want that to happen. They could just play the trades out. And Avic doing a good job of getting the heavy and deleting Dandy King. 47 to 44. Steege will catch out Avic. Not enough, though, and very weak himself.
Yeah, at some point the choice has to be, we either get this next heavy or we set up for the power-up. I mean, going for both, you're asking for a lot of trouble, a lot of randomness, but Avic
this is
getting away with the quad in. Yeah, this is trouble. One last frag is all it's going to take. But Steege manages to rail him on down. Cypher's down below with the quad. He doesn't have a target. He doesn't have a weapon. The machine gun is going to be durable here, but Cypher's stuck. He nearly gets railed off.
He will grab the heavy, and then, yeah, there it is. Avic takes him down over by the rail, and that was very close there, but